Oh, we live. Let's see how late Caesar is today. Let's see. I'm going to post this on Twitter. Whew. Let's see. Excuse me. All right. Okay. All right. Caesar's 1 minute late. Okay. He was like 8 minutes late last time, so we'll see what happens. Good game today, though. What can I talk about before Caesar gets here? I seen Macklemore did a song for Palestine. I didn't listen to it, but I read the lyrics. And I noticed he didn't mention Netanyahu in there. And I'm like, wow. He mentioned Biden. He said Biden has blood on his hands. But I'm like, what about Netanyahu, dude? What the hell? This fool just gets a pass? He's the whole president or prime minister of Israel, dude. Like, it's him ordering this. Like, him. So, I think Caesar's 2 minutes late. I think I'm going to do a diss song to Netanyahu since Macklemore song did not mention Netanyahu at all. I'm gonna look up how many streams these fools the song got on YouTube. Okay, 605,000. Alex says Hama. I don't know if you're mentioning the city in Syria or what, but okay. Yeah. Macklemore got about 600,000 views on YouTube, but he didn't mention Netanyahu. So I might have to do a diss song to Netanyahu. Oh, okay, Alex with the Hala Madrid. Damn, Hama and Syria can get no love. Damn, she got bombed out in the 80s. Oh, there's Caesar. Almost 4 minutes late, but not quite. Almost, though.
Almost,
Almost 4 minutes late, but Caesar's in the building. Definitely more on time than yesterday because Caesar's team, Bayern Munich, lost.
Hala Madrid y nada más, dog. God damn. Just it wouldn't be. See that's how it's supposed to feel like. It's supposed to be crazy like that, dog. Not that shit from yesterday we saw. That's what I'm talking about, dog. That's how it's supposed to be turned like that. Drama, chaos. That's what we like to see.
Okay. All right. We did have Real Madrid pull it out late and get the 2-1 victory over Bayern Munich in Madrid. 4-3 on aggregate. It was a I don't know what all the pundits are going to say, but I felt like Madrid played better. Vinicius Jr. got to that touch line like 5 times and put in crosses that nobody got. You know, nobody on Bayern was doing that for real. Serge Gnabry got hurt early. Sane was pretty much absent.
And did some pretty bad passes too. Not trying to be hating, but like just like some erratic passes. Didn't just I honestly sometimes I was like, damn, they're really just making it tough for Kane to do anything out here. Like,
I got some smoke for I have some smoke, but I have some like criticism of Harry Kane. That's like not all the way his fault, but we'll get to that. But I feel like Real Madrid played better. Like people talk about who deserved to win or whatever. I don't really use that terminology, but I think that Real Madrid played better. They had the better players. They had the more dynamic playing from their good players, and they eventually pulled it out with 2 goals from Joselu, who you might have been hating on, who Alex was hating on.
I mean, you're pulling up 2023 tweets. That's crazy, but that's crazy. I'll say that, like, I think that it was when Bayern scored, I was like, that's not fair. like in my head, I was like, that's not fair. Like Real Madrid controlled the tempo, and they were on the gas the whole time, and
well, it's not fair.
Alphonso Davies scores his first Champions League goal of his life, doing a switch foot to the right.
With a right-footed goal by Alphonso Davies is just like, what are we doing here, dude?
I'm like, damn, God loves Canadians, I guess, but okay. But anyways, no, like, yeah, I really thought Real Madrid was already going to have a lead in that game. It almost felt like it was inevitable, and then that happened. I was like, oh crap, okay, so it's about to get real. And I think, to be honest, I think that Bayern that first game, I guess the first 90 minutes, damn near, it just exposes the only big weakness Real Madrid has. Their biggest weakness is Vinny is great to put in a lot of crosses in the middle. Rodrigo can make stuff happen, but they just don't have that target man in there. And then when you don't have that target man in the box, no one's at the end of it a lot. And that's tough. And all of a sudden you put Joselu in, who sits in that target spot. And it seemed like there was a lot, not saying that there was an opportunity to score before, but it seemed more crispier opportunities to get finishes after like crosses and opportunities, because that's his job. That's what you have that man there. Like it makes a big difference. Like I'm not even hating on Bellingham. His work rate, that man was running out there. Like respect.
He was dead at the end.
He was dead, and I respect that to the fullest. Like that was real. But I'm just saying, like, tactically, it seemed to be a lot better in a short amount of time. When you put in that big man there, that target man in the middle, to make something happen.
I'll say, like, obviously the first goal was a big mistake by Manuel Neuer, but if you don't have a center forward that's like chasing after that poach, he fumbles that ball and then just grabs it again.
I'm not talking about a center forward that's there sometimes. I mean, like a guy whose job is literally to do that. Like
a poacher, like every center forward. Well, I'm gonna get back to Kane in a second, because really every center forward is also a poacher. Like you are a center forward, you run the channels, you push the line like Julius.
And you're gonna get some ugly goals too, just poaching.
Yes, but you are also a poacher, and that's what Joselu did. He was like, I gotta be onside in the box and poach. So yeah, if that player isn't there, Neuer drops that ball and just picks it up again. But because Joselu is putting pressure, he's able to tap that in. And then obviously the next goal is a similar situation.
Even the Neuer, I wouldn't even say that's like the biggest bottle by him. Like that's not the biggest bottle. Like, I mean, Joselu did the poacher job, right? Like get the rebound off the first contact on the ball, get the rebound, like get that garbage goal, garbage bucket. That's what it's about. That'll make opportunities happen. That's why people like Giroud can carve such long careers. You don't have to do a bunch of stellar things on a field other than have retained good touch, be in good position, and just be there. And you can still craft out 15 goals a year no matter what at 38. You know what I mean? Like shout out him. And it worked out in the end for Real Madrid. And of course more happened. Go ahead.
What's the name? The second what? Alex with the Bam called my ass out. It's okay, Alex. You're like
Yeah.
You're a real fan. Like a real fan is looking at like
Everybody
like
sucked on the team.
exactly. Like you're gonna say everybody's trash. I'm sure I could go find tweets about you talking shit about Ronaldo. Actually, Caesar was talking shit about Ronaldo during the time they were winning Champions League. Like,
I probably was talking to this guy on a 60-goal year. I'm like, you fucking bum.
I remember specifically it was me, you, and Hardy, and you were like, "Yeah, he should go next year." I'm like, "Why? What?"
Nah, dog. Get the fuck off the team.
I can literally find that clip.
I'm sure I said that. I don't care, dog. Everyone's available on my roster. No one's permanent in this joint, dog. Everyone's available.
When you're a fan, you hate everything about your team until they win.
When people are like, "Oh man, how dare Real Madrid fans boo Bale and Ronaldo?" I'm right there booing, dog. Let's go.
Yeah,
this guy scored a goal.
You feel me? But yeah, and also the second goal, like the ball falls in the box. The greatest defender of all time, Nacho, sees out of his amazing peripheral vision, he sees Rudiger over to his right and gives a beautiful left-footed pass to him, precise. And then Rudiger puts in a really good left-footed cross. And it wasn't an easy tap in for Joselu, actually, because the ball like went off his shin, I think, or like his damn near his knee or something like that.
The side foot that joined in the air. That shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it hit his foot. Did it hit his foot?
It did. It was like he had to do like that foot like this, like hella. Probably a little shin in there too.
It looked like it hit his shin, honestly. So yeah, even that's not you don't have to make that shot. Like if he missed that, I would not be mad. I'd be like, that's the ball's in the air. Like you gotta like move your body, like, but he put it in, and the best day of his life for sure, because they were saying that a couple years ago he was at the Real Madrid final, like the Champions League final, wearing a Real Madrid shirt with his dad. I'm like, this was a real fan.
Yeah, they should put up another thing in 2012. He had tweets looking for tickets to the game in 2012. Anybody got tickets to the Real Madrid game?
Hold up, dog.
2012, my man said, anybody got tickets on deck, dog?
Hold on, dog.
I gotta pull up to the Bernabeu in 2012 trying to see our good ass team play, dog. 2012, we had a roster, dog.
I'm trying to see who he played for in 2012. He was on Real Madrid in 2012. Oh no, okay, maybe he was already at Hoffenheim by then. Because in part of 2012, he was on Real Madrid. But in the 2012-2013 season, he went to Hoffenheim.
Maybe he's trying to look for like tickets like a final or something.
But I mean, he could have already left, but like, damn, dog, shit, you own the team. You can't get a ticket, folks.
No, buddy, you ain't on a team like that. You're on a team, but you ain't on a team like that, G.
The funny thing is he spent his youth, actually, most of it, well, part of it in Celta Vigo, but he did spend part of it in Real Madrid too. And I think like it's been always his dream to play for Real Madrid. And we already talked about him before on the podcast. Like we already like
gave him a love on here, dog. Respect.
Yeah, we already gave him props. Like I think he's a good player. Like he's, for what Real Madrid wanted to do, like you really got to give credit to Ancelotti, because
he was looking for a link to watch the game. Okay, I misunderstood the Spanish tweet. My bad. Which is still funny too. If he's looking for a sneaky link for the game, look at my bad.
Like you don't got cable.
My bad,
look at you over here. See, playing your mouth. No, Spanish. I feel like when it comes to someone like Joselu, like you got to give Ancelotti a lot of credit, because he saw the vision with Bellingham. Like, I'm going to play Bellingham as like kind of like a false nine-ish type of player and somebody who can have free reign in the box. But then when I need to, I'll bring in Joselu to play center forward. And, you know, center forward is not really like a marquee position in the world anymore. Like, you look around the leagues, like the center forwards are either old or like whack. Like, they're not really, it's not like, oh my God, like this center forward, like people want to play on the wing and do step overs these days. Like, so getting a 34-year-old, a 33-year-old center forward who still like can run and is still athletic and stuff, that's not a bad idea, dude. Like, he scored goals last season at Espanyol or wherever the hell he was last season. Espanyol, yeah, he scored goals with Espanyol.
Relegation.
He scored 16 goals in 34 league matches with Espanyol.
He was top 5, right? He was top 5 La Liga.
Probably. That's a very good clip. Last season,
hell yeah,
the struggling.
I'll always pick a 15er. That's great.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. I don't know how many were penalties or what, but like that's not bad.
That's crazy.
But yeah, he and throughout the season, like he's come in, he scored 9 goals in the league this season. What the hell? He scored 5 in Champions League so far. On the low, Joselu has 17 goals this season in all comps. Well, one of these might be like the Club World Cup or something like that. He got 16 goals in all comps. That's good for a bench player. Like
$1.5 million loan.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, really, really great job at Joselu being where he's supposed to be. Now, speaking of, I want to talk about Harry Kane, though. Actually, no. Before I talk about Harry Kane, I want to give some love to Vinicius Jr., my man of the match. Joselu scored them goals, but for me, Vinicius Jr. was man of the match. I seen for the first time ever a player get 2 handballs in one play. Vinicius Jr. put Kimmich on his ass and he touched the ball with both arms. I was like, oh my God.
I messaged it to you multiple times. He was trying to murder this man, Kimmich. I'm like, you got to have some mercy. This man wants to have a career after this.
Kimmich
the sideline one, I'm like, you're going to kill him. The touchline one, I'm like, you got this man hugging the ball on the ground because you're dribbling too well.
Kimmich had the worst day of his life, dude. Like, worst day of his life. I'm like, this fool literally was on the ground and held the ball on accident.
Just stop dribbling. Stop dribbling the fucking ball.
2 handballs in one. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Vinny's dribbling was super on point today. He was clean.
He played really well. Like he was
the crosses, the shots at the goal. Even when that one play when he was just driving straight across the box and shot it at the very end, and Nor had to do some crazy ass save, and it got the corner, and he hyped the crowd up. He was incredible. And also, shout out to him when they had that big counter attack. He ran way the hell back over there. Tackle didn't hit the person, but it caused the person to pass. Then he got up and ran again. I'm like, that's real right there, dog. That's 100%. Real. Man of the match for sure.
For sure. I mean, and yeah,
he should get an assist off that shot on. He should get that assist. That shit is crazy, dog.
At least like half.
Yeah.
Like, no, Vinicius Jr. for me, man of the match. Like, just really, like, when you look at how bad Mbappe played over 2 legs against BVB, like, you really got to argue whether Vinny is, like, best in the world status. Like, he doesn't score a ton. He's not scoring the same amount of goals as Mbappe, but Mbappe's also playing in Ligue 1, dude, with, like, the best team by far in Ligue 1. So it's different. It can be argued whether Vinicius Jr. is better than Mbappe. It can be argued.
Didn't Mbappe have didn't Vinicius have a hat trick or something, or a lot of goals in the first Clasico too? Like, this man I think he's on his 4th consecutive 20-goal year, I believe.
I think I looked it up earlier, actually.
It's kind of crazy. Like, this is, I mean, he's to me, maximum absolute lock for Ballon d'Or top 5 easily. Like, this probably is already Ballon d'Or top 5 easily for this guy. So it's like, I don't know.
They'll probably be hating on him because he's black.
Yeah, they're probably gonna find a way to give it to fucking
three 20-goal years in a row. And last 2 seasons he played over 50 matches and scored 22 and 23. This year it's only 36 matches and he has 21 goals.
That's crazy.
Now
he was injured, right, for a bit.
Now let me just say this. On Wikipedia, there's this other category, and I don't know if that's Club World Cup. I'm not counting those. So You will if they win it.
I mean, they're gonna have that too.
but
Those are official games.
they are.
I
But
know why
dog,
you're not counting that.
dog, you're playing against like some freaking Korean team, dog.
Dude, you're fucked up, dog.
But Vinicius Jr. 13 goals in the league in 24 appearances. That's like a really good clip right
I'll
there.
take that every fucking day for a winger every day of the year on my team.
And also for me, he has the Puskas goal of the year. I'm pretty sure it was in August against Almeria. He had the nastiest goal I seen all season. Go look it up. He had a goal against Almeria the first time they played Almeria. I think it was in August before he got injured. This fool just like turned around and did some like crazy, insane chip / like lob. It was just the nastiest thing I ever seen somebody do to a goalie. Alex says Vinny was nasty over both legs. Yeah, he scored both goals against Bayern in the first leg.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, goddamn. But yeah, are you looking it up?
You said August?
It was the first Almeria match. Yeah,
August?
it might have been in August or September. Yeah, just look up Real Madrid versus Almeria.
I know, but the game's like from 3 months ago.
Okay, maybe it's the one before that then.
Okay.
Let me find out. You can't search shit, dog. I can find a short of that joint.
The shoulder goal?
No.
He did score a goal with his shoulder. That's cool.
Okay, this is the 3 months. This is 3 months ago.
Well, I remember this game. This is the game that
there's one. There's one from 8 months ago. It says Jude Bellingham masterclass.
That's what is the Jude Bellingham. Is it ESPN FC?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they're gonna go.
But Vinny had a goal in there that was insane. Subtly insane.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to share it on here?
Yeah, put it up.
Okay, 1 second.
I feel like it was the first goal. I'm not sure. No, actually,
What goal was it?
it's in this. Let me see. It's like in the 70-something minute. Let me see.
Well, I think I found it.
Yeah, in the 70-something minute. It's the third goal.
Okay, 1 second.
It's at like around the 8-minute mark, like 8:20.
Okay. I'm share it right now.
Oh, such a beautiful goal. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I never seen somebody do that. Oh, let me share it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Turn around, scoop.
That's crazy. What are you supposed to do about that?
Like literally turned around and scooped it in there.
How the hell do you stop that?
Literally, for me, that's the best goal I've seen all season.
I see his replay.
Scoop?
Oh my god! You know what's crazy? Look at his leg too. Like
Literally,
it's so intentional. Oh my god!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
It's so intentional. Like
Scoop?
Oh, look at that form! Oh god!
It's like a pass. It's literally like a lob pass.
Good. That form is crazy. Wow.
So good.
Anyways.
But yeah, Vinny man in the match for me. Caesar agrees. Let's talk about Bayern Munich.
Let's talk about Bayern. Big controversy.
I feel like I don't even care about that, like offsides at the end. Like, I don't care about that. This is why, like, you have Bayern Munich for the first time in forever not going to win no trophies. And Harry Kane left Tottenham and went to Bayern Munich to win trophies. And I feel like Harry Kane could have gone to Real Madrid, and I feel like that would have been better for him. And I feel like he would have worked well there.
Honestly, if he came to Real Madrid, I don't even want Mbappe. I'm okay.
literally.
I need him. It's okay, dog. You can go to like Chelsea or something. I don't care.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think Harry Kane is a good player, but he has some deficiencies. He's not fast. He's not your counterattack guy at all. And he's not like fast in the channels like that. What Harry Kane does well is he drops back. He's a drop back center forward, really. And we've seen drop back center forwards be successful. Benzema's like that. But Benzema's fast. You know, like he's a really good athlete, and Harry Kane isn't. I think Harry Kane's a better passer than Benzema. But you know, at them top levels, like you gotta have somebody that's like really gonna like if you're gonna be the drop back center forward who's like kind of collapsing the formation, you gotta be able to drop back and then get up there. And Harry Kane can't do that for real because he's slow. I feel like that's what's hindered the teams he's been on. He's scoring hella goals. But we saw at Tottenham, like they got to the final, they couldn't get it done. They was top 4 and stuff like that. I just feel like there's something in that playing style with his like somewhat lack of athletic ability that keeps his teams back. I'm not saying he's a bad player because I think he's a really good player, but he's slow. Just in the story, he's slow. So when you drop back and pick, it was the same thing with Zlatan at PSG. Zlatan was playing as the center forward, but he's dropping back and getting involved and stuff like that. But you're dropping back with Zlatan. It was like he's dropping back to get up to pass it to somebody so they can pass it back to him. But you're dropping back, but you're not getting up there, dude. You're not really pushing the line like that. I feel like Harry Kane would be better suited in some kind of 4-4-2, where there's like how it was like Falcao and Mbappe. Like if they could do something where he can actually be behind another striker or center forward, because there's just something lacking. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Harry Kane necessarily did bad. I'm
not saying that either.
Yeah, I think that what Bayern don't realize is I would have definitely seen in the tape that I think the most success I've seen out of Tottenham, who aren't traditionally a great club, but they're not like stock full of top talent. I think that they were at the best. They made a Champions League run. The best is when they had Son up there with him.
He was hurt in that Champions League run. He was hurt. He came back in the final. He was hurt.
Exactly. Son is I think like did a lot of masking for what Harry Kane doesn't make up. That's why when that famous Amazon Prime video of Lloris yelling at Son that everybody talks about, I'm like, that's really funny because that's the man that actually runs the most out there. But okay, that's the last. You don't want to be yelling like that at Kane though. You won't be butting up on Kane like that. But okay, yeah, I think that you absolutely need to be playing Choupo-Moting up there with Kane. And a 4-4-2. Tell that little French guy, the big French guy, 19-year-old.
Is Tell French?
He's French. Matisse Tell playing him up there with Kane. You need to have it in 4-4-2. Obviously, Bayern is having issues with their midfield. Something's going on. If you got Pavlovic over there starting, and I mean. You got the commentators glazing this guy like crazy, which was really weird because I'm like, well, we're watching the same game. He's like, not only just standing with elegance, but even in his passes. I'm like, what are you talking? What are you watching? I just see him jogging around. I think literally his job was to play defense and jog around the front of the back line and pass it back to the back line once you receive it. Like that's what I saw his job to do. Just like don't give him a lot of responsibility. Let all the vets take care of the rest. That's what it seemed like to me because you don't have Goretzka playing. You don't have Kimmich in the midfield. Kimmich had to go wide so he can get dusted by Vinny for an hour because Limer's going to get dusted too. Like
what? And I'm calling him Lamer.
Yeah, big Lamer, big Fowler too. Out there getting dusted. That foul on Jude Bellingham kind of made me angry, but it's okay. Yeah, I think that they needed it would have been better suited a 4 even a 4-4-2 with Mueller up there would have done something. And Mueller's very slow as well too. He's definitely better to come off late in the game to make better decisions for you, maybe come in for Harry Kane late. But you want to have a younger guy or a guy who hustles. Like Chupo was out there hustling when he came in. I was getting a little nervous. Because I know my cousin, my twin will score. So yeah, I think a 4-4-2 is something better suited. Harry Kane, he can't be out there with them legs out there solo. He's not even with the same athleticism of Lewandowski. Like it's not even like that. So he needs to definitely have some support up top in like a 4-4-2 or something where he can, or a diamond of some sort, where someone's confronted. Because Real Madrid would have serviced him well because you would have had something like Jude next to him. You would have had Rodrigo making those runs. You have Vinny, you have other people with you up there that would have supported that run because Jude has a very free up roll, but he also tracks back really well. He comes right back to the spot. That's the kind of guy that's going to be perfect to complement when you have a Kane up top. When you don't have that guy on Bayern, you have these massive gaps, especially when Narby gets injured and Davies comes in. That's great. Davies is a baller. He scored that goal, but there's still gaps on the team, and there's a big gap up there. And I only saw like one real clear opportunity he had to score, and it was saved. It was a nice shot, but you're only getting that one time.
It was like a volley.
It's a 100-minute game. Like
it was a volley that fell to him. Like it wasn't even like that crazy.
Like he's not gonna beat Nacho in a race. He's not gonna beat Rudiger. Maybe Nacho. He's not gonna beat Rudiger, and he's definitely not beating anybody in that back line in a race. So.
Never, no. Alex says, P.S. I don't know about Davies on Madrid anymore. He celebrated a little too hard. I mean, for me,
yeah. Just hold off on getting him over here. Hold off, okay?
Y'all were talking major shit about Ferland Mendy.
Ooh.
You less than Alex. Alex was talking major shit about Ferland Mendy, and I literally think Ferland Mendy, like, you ain't gonna find too many left backs better than him. Ferland Mendy, he's out of like the left backs, I feel like he's the most comfortable using his right foot. Like, you don't really see a lot of left-footed left backs that literally just use their right foot with ease. He's been doing that for forever. Really, Ferland? I mean, I don't know about that. What's the name?
No, Ferland.
Really? Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Alex literally said earlier, he said, Vinicius, what did he say? Vinny was nasty over both legs. I think literally last week he was like, Vinny is so stupid, I hate him, or something like that. So it's like this is how it is, dog.
For sure. Alphonso Davies does not give you something that Ferland doesn't. Like, I don't really feel like Alphonso Davies is that crazy.
Maybe
like,
I think he's a little bit better attacking.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think that he's better attacking
on scored since COVID.
I think that he's better attacking on Real Madrid. I mean, I'm sorry, on Bayern, but like that's not Ferland's role. You're playing on the left. Vinny's there. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you're supposed to just facilitate. Ferland plays right there where Vinny's right there and Cruz is right there. Like, you ain't really supposed to score goals for real, you know? But he doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't get beat one-on-one for real. Like, Ferland Mendy's a baller, and y'all are crazy. Alphonso Davies, like, he's cool, but like, Alphonso Davies has also said that he doesn't like playing left back. Like, he wants to play on the wing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog, like, you're not even like that crazy like that. Okay, Caesar, yeah,
he scored his first goal ever.
Yeah,
he's like 27.
Is he 27 now?
I don't know.
We saw what you did to Nelson Semedo, but that was so long ago.
I mean, he I can't believe he didn't score in that game because he murdered the whole damn Barcelona backline. It was a murder. It was murderer's row.
We haven't seen it since then.
True. Well, we haven't seen Ferland score since COVID, but it's okay.
He doesn't have to score. He's a left back.
Yeah, but he scored that right-footed goal. I'll never forget that. Fuck managing Madrid forever for that, by the way.
For what?
Remember they were saying, like, Ferland kind of sucks or whatever, and they should replace him. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Ferland's incredible.
Replace him with who? Like what other
Marcelo.
what other left back are you seeing out there that's like way better, dude? Like
yeah,
maybe
maybe the Bayern guy, Grimaldo.
no, stop it. Alexis Mendy's a wall. He hardly gets dribble passes. Yeah, like hardly ever, dude.
I
Like
never forget one of them team videos. They talked about the two strongest guys in the team back in the day were Casemiro and Mendy. So
what Rudiger said, they asked Rudiger who's like the strongest player on the team. The dude, he was like Mendy. And then
yeah,
I
they
was like,
used to say
really?
Casemiro. Then they said Mendy also.
He was like, yeah, he's strong like ox.
Rudiger's crazy. That man is a crazy guy.
But yeah, Bayern, like it's really crazy. Like we need to have a watch for Harry Kane because like, how do you literally go from Tottenham? You never won a trophy. You go to like the easiest team to win a trophy, literally the easiest team in the top 5 leagues. Like this is the
Not
team.
very many places are guaranteed. That felt like a lock.
Like it's a lock, dude. Like it's a lock to win the league, but like it's at least a lock to win the cup. The cup is Bayer Leverkusen versus a team that's 14th in Bundesliga 2. The team is
okay. To be fair, the only thing we celebrate or ever cared about German league. Remember how crazy everybody would go when someone else won the Pokal? We're like, what? Someone else won? That's crazy.
I remember
won.
I remember when
Boateng won that one year.
Yeah, with Eintracht Frankfurt. Yeah.
We're like, what?
Like you're like so happy another team won the Pokal Cup because you're so happy because you know nobody else is going to win the league. So you're like, oh, if somebody wins the cup, that's great. I
mean, to be fair, check, we made a podcast. Bam, you were very critical of BVB last year when they lost that last run. So it was like we were sick of seeing Bayern win.
Yeah, you're like, what the? You lost on the last day.
Bellingham dude. That good, dude.
I'm still saying that. I don't care about these little goals you scored.
Oh my god, dude.
But yeah, I think that it's really crazy. Like at some point you have to question this player, you know?
Yeah. I mean, also
he scored 30 goals. He's scoring 30 goals. Like, how do you not win the league?
If he's scoring 30? Is that really on him?
Yeah, maybe.
What is he supposed to do differently?
Maybe you don't need to score all them goals. Maybe
the problem is that people see him and they see the 30 goals and like people. I mean, he did have a dumbass coach like Pochettino for majority of his life.
True.
When you have a coach like that, that's not someone that's going to see 30 goals and think, what can we do better? He's probably going to think like, oh, we're good there. You don't ever think about improvements. If I'm that team, we don't win anything. They didn't win Champions League the year. They didn't win Premier League. That's a failure year. You failed. You got no trophies. So what we got to do is get better players, more players. We got to change the formation. You got to do something to win because you got to win. We
got to figure out, like, we got this good player. How do we use him better? Maybe we don't. Caesar, Real Madrid were winning Champions League. Benzema was scoring like 5 goals sometimes, dude, and they were winning Champions League. Maybe that is what Harry Kane needs to be doing. Benzema's role was to distribute and different things like that. Now, obviously, like Bayern don't have somebody else that's going to score hella goals like Real Madrid had Ronaldo, but maybe this fool has 36 goals in 32 matches in Bundesliga. Like that's insane. Maybe you got to do something different so your team can be successful. It's not about you scoring goals. It's about the team winning, you know? Like they lost 7 matches in Bundesliga. I think they lost the first match to Lazio in the round of 16, I think it was. Like, why? Why, dude? I don't know. Like maybe Harry Kane is doing something that, like, maybe his talents aren't being used the right way. You know, it sounds crazy, but obviously we're seeing that because you score hella goals doesn't mean your team wins. And that's obvious. Hopefully you don't have to argue that with anybody.
And I think I'm gonna play devil's. I'm gonna give Bayern a little bit of credit too. I know they also were a team. It's not an excuse because Real Madrid had the same problem, but Bayern had a lot of injuries as well too. I know Coman was out coming back from like ACL. I know Serge has been in and out, and he got injured very early. So that is a lot of pieces. Granted, you still lost 7 other games the year. The teams you should have beat. So yeah, I think that they need to definitely. I think they're actually going to be. I don't know if it's a hot take. I think they're going to do worse next year.
Ooh,
I heard that they're looking to sign Ralph, that one psychopath dude. I think they're gonna get worse. And I kind of honestly, it's gonna make me feel bad for Kane. Like that sucks. Like it's only gonna
you
be
feel
down.
bad for him?
I don't hate him. I don't hate.
I don't hate him either, but I don't feel
You
bad
hate him.
for
I
him.
don't hate him.
I don't hate him. I don't
Well, I
feel
mean,
bad.
I feel bad for a guy who's perennial ghost and just shit that don't work. That sucks.
You know what, dude? Like
It's not
sometimes,
because he's not putting in goals.
but that's what I'm saying. Like maybe you got to do something different. Like maybe you got to be a leader. Like maybe you're not like stepping up in different ways, you know?
Mm.
Because the game ain't just about goals. Like Bayer Leverkusen just won the league. I, they don't have like some big ass goal scorer on their team.
You know what I always think about too? What the one thing about Real Madrid is like the team as a concept. It seems like everyone seems so prepared, right? There's so many people. Even when they do subs, the subs are very effective, right?
Right.
They come in, they cause impact. Maybe Kane needs to figure out a way to distribute his impact in a larger way on the field for a longer time rather than just maybe a burst or moment. Think about how you can have maximum impact in a game over a longer time. You got to think of something because clearly after this point, you don't got the answers. Like you don't have the answers, and the answers aren't just you can't just outscore the other team to death. It's not working for you, dog.
Yeah. Caesar, what's the name? Bayer Leverkusen just won the league. Their top goal scorer is tied for 7th in the league with 12 goals.
Yeah.
Stuttgart got Garassi with 25.
Who's the top goal for Boniface?
Yeah, with 12.
He was also out for 3 months too for an injury.
Lois Openda has 24 goals with Red Bull.
Oh
Dennis
shit!
Undav.
I like Openda a lot.
Stuttgart has 2 of the top 5 goal scorers, Garassi and Undav. Garassi has 25, Undav has 18. And they're not even they're in the top, they're like number 4. So it doesn't necessarily mean because you got a player that's scoring 36 goals that you're gonna win. It just don't work like that. Like maybe Harry Kane got to think about it. Like, okay, I don't know like what it is. Like this fool know himself better than me, but like maybe there's something different you got to do, or just retire. Fuck it. You know what? Maybe you're just never gonna win shit.
I mean,
Like,
him not winning is wild. Like Alex said, that shit's crazy. I would expect to get at least one thing this year.
Caesar, you know what's more crazy for me is Bayern Munich doing so bad. That's what's more crazy because they did bad in the league, dog. Like that shit is rough, yo.
Yeah.
Like they're second. Like last year they won the league. It was like by 1 point. Like barely won the league last season. This year they're down there, fool. Like they're down there. Jesus, they're 15 points behind Bayer Leverkusen. That shit is like PSG.
The standings are nuts to read. 84 points to 69 is buck wild. Also, Leverkusen is probably having one of the most historic years in history. They're having like the Porto year where they're going to go undefeated year, the Arsenal year, whatever.
I think that I do think Xabi Alonso sold his soul, but I'm down.
I mean, Kane sold his soul, but it clearly was in the wrong direction.
Alex says, what if Kane wins the Euros with England and that's his only trophy he wins in his career? How would y'all rate his career? Even if he never wins a trophy, he still had a great career. This fool, he still had a great career for himself individually, but like
not getting a trophy is kind of wild though.
You're just Charles Barkley, dog. You know? and like it's embarrassing, but if he wins the Euros, like if England wins the Euros and he actually performs, yeah, like it doesn't matter that he never won club trophies. Like it doesn't matter. Like you can always say, yeah, but I won Euros with England and it's coming and it came home. You know, like
I just read on the standing list, Leverkusen only gave up 23 goals all year. That's insane. That's wild.
I think, but you know what? I think that
Oh,
that's more than Barcelona gave up the year before last. They gave up like 17 goals or something like that. They gave up like 3 goals, like with like 25 games into the season. Like,
dog, that's not. These teams are. Oh my god, Real Madrid gave up 22. That's crazy.
yeah, no.
Wow.
Look how many Bayern give up.
It really is funny though. You see the team. What's the consistent pattern in the top teams though? How many goals you give up, dog? It's not how many
Right.
you finalize. It's really the goals you allow makes a big difference.
100%. Look at how many Bayern gave up.
It's double, more than double.
There you
Yeah.
go. Look, I'm trying to see when's the last time England won the Euro.
You know, it's always funny when you notice too, the goals finalized are so much more closer among the top teams, right? Like for example, La Liga, 3 of the top teams have 70 goals they've finalized in the top 3. But the gap in goal allowed is so much bigger. So yeah, you can score all the goals in the world, but if you're giving them up too, you're not gonna win the league, dog.
Right. I don't think England's ever won the Euros. Like, I'm looking here. Denmark's won it. Greece won it. Portugal won it. Czechoslovakia won it. They don't even exist anymore. The Soviet Union won it. And
Yeah, England's never won.
England's only been to the final once, and that was the last time against Italy, and they lost on penalties.
Well, I mean, if you're really gonna do this, we all know that one of the most historically annoying, overrated teams has always been England. They're always the most annoying. They always got the glitz and glamour in the press, but they never get it done. So
Right. So if he wins Euros, then like it's like okay, like you shut everybody up if you win Euros. Like you can
yeah,
just,
Euros is a big achievement.
yeah, you can just be like, well, like Tottenham
I did it
sucked.
for my country.
We had Pochettino, he sucked, and then Bayern, we had
I went
Thomas.
to Shell and Tuchel's out here starting something named Pavlovich. What do you want me to do?
I would love for him to do that. Just shit out you. Like we still had Mueller. What the hell do you want me to do?
Yeah, how does Royce leave before Mueller? I don't know what's going on anymore.
But yeah, I mean, going back to the game. It was a really good game. It was fun to watch. And what are you expecting in this final?
I mean, I think Real Madrid is going to win 100%. But
Ooh, 100%.
Yeah.
Damn, you gonna give my boy Sabitzer, my boy Julian Brandt no love? Damn, 100%.
It's gonna be, and I think Bellingham's gonna be trying to go real extra this one
Against
He's
his
gonna go
former
real
club.
extra. That is really funny. He leaves the club to make the final though of Champions
I
League.
know.
They didn't win the league though. They didn't get as close in the league though.
Hell no, I think they're like 5th.
Yeah,
They better win
the weirdest Champions League I've ever seen. This is a very weird one.
They better win this match. They better beat Real Madrid so they can be in Champions League next season.
That'd be really funny. BVB finishes 5th in Bundesliga but wins Champions League.
It'd be funny if they lose Champions League on penalties and then they're not in Champions League next season.
Yeah, they're sitting and trying to qualify. Well, no, they're gonna get next season. Next season it's 5 Bundesliga teams. Oh, that's starting next season.
Yeah.
They upped it next year. Bundesliga's gonna get 5 slots next year.
Well, if they finish 5th, they're in Europa League group stage.
Yeah. But next year, if you finish 5th in Bundesliga, you're gonna be a Champions League team.
Alex says, I think BVB over 2 legs will be harder, but in a final, it should be like 60-40 to Madrid. I feel like over 2 legs would be easier, honestly.
Yeah, two legs, you just be like, oh, you guys got one. That's cute. And then you stomp them in the next one.
Yeah, I don't know. But I like it's a one-off match. Like anything can happen. But I mean, Real Madrid has way better players, and they're just like
they're dialed in. They're
dialed in, and it's just gonna be
subs. I mean, we're subbing Cruz for Modric. You know, you got Brahim comes in, spark plug energy. Joselu. You have, I would say, Real Madrid's depth this year is definitely a big asset for them in their fitness. Everybody comes in. I mean, we even got like Vasquez became like a hero, and this man won't play for like a month, and all of a sudden they come in and become a hero. In 2 games because they're all prepped really well. They're prepped really well. Anybody that gets called up, literally, you could tell like it's like they've always been like they've been playing every week. Like they don't come in looking mad green.
That's what Bellingham said actually about Hoselu. He said like when Hoselu comes in, it's like he's been playing the whole match already. Like he's not rusty or having bad.
It seemed like he'd been the whole game. Like he looks like he was warming up that damn touches. Though you can't warm that up on a sideline. He been ready to do that shit.
Right. Right, and Alex was hating on him. No, I'm joking.
That is really cute. This man was out here really trying to get links to watch the game. That's adorable.
It's like Martez. But anyway, well, the final, I think Real Madrid win the final. Like, I'm not going to say 100% because it is football at the end of the day, but, they have the better players and they should win. But I'm happy for BVB. I like BVB. I've always liked BVB.
Me too.
This doesn't matter at all, but we used to have the Muslim football tournaments in San Diego, and they were a big deal. It was like an all-day event. And one year, my team had yellow shirts with the black writing, and I was calling us the Bumblebees, and we won the tournament, and it was the Bumblebees won. And so whenever I seen BVB, I was like, oh, it's like the Bumblebees that I won that tournament with. So I kind of like them. But and I like Sabitzer.
Hey, do you like Sabitzer?
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's on June 1st, so we got like 3 years before it happens.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
and then tomorrow
we on June 1st.
Tomorrow we got some Europa League action. Real quick.
Answer me.
Stupid. Tomorrow we got Leverkusen versus Roma. Leverkusen is up 2-0 already. And then we got Atalanta versus Marseille. Marseille being they're tied 1-1.
That's a crazy one to watch. Leverkusen, everybody's watching that. That's great. Atalanta Marseille's a wild game. 1-1. Skamaka's balling right now, big smack man. And you got our boy Aubameyang, the Batman, going into having an incredible year while his team is doing kind of mid. It's wild.
Yeah,
that only reinforced what we were saying about him on Barca. I'll never forget when Aubameyang came on the field for Barcelona. I'm like, he looks perfect for this. He's doing perfect, and they were just hating on my crazy. I'm like, you don't watch the game. I'm watching the field. It's seamless with him out there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we will see if Marseille can be the French team to win a trophy or to make it to a final. That'd be great.
What only two coaching changes here. Usually it's 4. Only 2 switches. Okay.
No fan riot.
No Patrice ever kicking people in the head. No. Okay.
Unfortunately, it'll be great if Marseille and Leverkusen make it to the final, and Marseille is the one that gives them their only defeat of the year.
Ooh,
I would love that.
That's poetic for you only. Only you care about that.
I don't give a shit about
if you get to see your boy Kondobia host a trophy over Leverkusen, that's beautiful.
Hopefully he hoists it up and bangs some Leverkusen player on the head with it.
the king of Central African Republic.
Yeah, big car.
Big car.
But anyway, we made a podcast episode 307. We will be back at some point. Should I make Caesar record?
You guys in June.
Should I make Caesar record tomorrow after Europa League? No, I'm just joking.
That's a crime.
Anyway, thank you, Alex, for being in here. At some point, we had 3 people. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Bad Lefty. He didn't say nothing. But yeah, we will be back at some point, and hopefully next time somebody clicks that freaking link and joins us.
Yeah.
Oh, before you go, I said this before you came, but you were late. Before you came on, I said this. I'm gonna say it again right now. I am gonna write a diss song to Benjamin Netanyahu because Macklemore didn't mention Netanyahu in his song. I didn't listen to it. I read the lyrics, and he did not mention Netanyahu. He mentioned Biden. I'm like, dog, like you ain't gonna say nothing about Netanyahu? You scared? Like, are you sure?
Is that really the approach you took from that? No. I don't think that song was. I really don't give a fuck about Macklemore. I don't think it was that crazy. That wasn't the takeaway I had. I thought it was cute. It was a cute Seattle song to make, Seattle rapper song to make. That was cute.
Caesar, I'm not hating on the song. I'm just saying he
Didn't
didn't
want to say he probably want to sound like Kanye, Net and Yahoo.
Yeah, he didn't want to call him Netan, but he didn't mention Netanyahu. I think that's unfortunate. I don't know if he's shook or not, but maybe Bam's got to do it.
I mean, I'm very much a fan of you shaking off the cobwebs and making a diss track. That'd be really funny.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Make AI do the rapping too on an app.
I'm gonna do it over Detroit beat. I'm gonna do it like Detroit.
You're gonna get the T-Pain app and go ahead and get.
I'm gonna do one of them Detroit beats. I'm gonna do it like them Detroit rappers. I already got some lyrics.
8 Mile.
Not that. Not like that.
Trailer Park. We know.
I'm talking about the Detroit rap now. You didn't listen. You listen to Frosty's album, Inglewood to Flint.
All right, yo. We made a podcast.
So I gotta drop a diss song to Netanyahu, yo.
Yeah, dude.
You know, look at Frosty, Inglewood to Flint. Focus. I gotta do this diss song. I already got some lyrics, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go hard.
Is it? Okay. Is it? Can I read it in poetry fashion? What do you mean, my friend?
My song?
Yeah, I want to read it like I would a poem.
My song or Macklemore's song?
Your song.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'll read Macklemore's song too. I don't give a fuck. I'll read that.
Okay, not now. But yeah, I'm gonna do that song because Macklemore didn't mention Netanyahu. I don't know if he's scared, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he shook Daddy off of Netanyahu for nothing.
I love that you keep saying, "Hey, I don't know if you're scared or something."
You shook Daddy off of Netan's fool? Like, damn. Kanye wasn't even scared. He brought out a net with a yoo-hoo.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had a different prerogative, though.
Yeah, he's over here celebrating Hitler. Anyway, we made a podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. Holler.